Hi and welcome back to the Cheeky Crypto Podcast. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another podcast video. And in today's podcast, we're going to have a look at the biggest headlines in the crypto space. Could we be on the verge of ending this bear market and moving into a bull market? Lots of people will have you believe this. We're going to dig into this and wash up with my thoughts and opinions. If you enjoy this sort of content, mash up the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video on YouTube. And if you're watching on Twitter, give us a like and a retweet. We really do appreciate it. Right, let's get down to the desktop. So we're going to start here on, I guess, a bit of a market update. We've got the total global crypto market cap is at what? $1.17 trillion, down 0.84% at the time of recording, and Bitcoin at 29,306.48, down 0.96% in the last 24 hours. So we're going to start here when it comes to the fundamental and technical analysts and what they're saying here. So Bitcoin prediction, crypto analyst, I think this is Kevin Kelly, forecasts a new all-time high by 2024. The question is, can it happen? He's saying that, you know, they're consistent markets and they're predictable. And, you know, because of this, you know, the evidence is mounting up. You know, we've got Kevin states that crypto cycles usually begin with a Bitcoin attaining a new all-time high value, followed by an 80% loss in the next year. Furthermore, Bitcoin would experience a market recovery over 2 years before embarking on a new bullish run to an all-time high. So he's highlighting the fact that you've got this business cycle recovery supports crypto activity recovery. This is US ISM PMI versus total Bitcoin transfer volume YOY percentage. So look, really interesting stuff. A lot of people try to blind the people in the market, the retail investors, with you know, complicated models and indicators and stuff like this, and the vast majority of them end up you know, failing over time. This is, you know, something that I highlighted in the last you know, few months, right? Like the last 12 months, in fact, you know, when people were calling for, you know, it being a bull market, you know, time and time again, when Nick and myself have been saying we expected new lower lows, those all came to fruition. Every single bloody one of them. We did phenomenally well in the bear market, and you know, lots of people were calling out indicators this, indicators that. We said they would be invalidated and no longer useful, and that is exactly what happened, all 7 of them. So look, I think that you know, these are great. It's great to have people talking about where things could go and giving their predictions, but I think we should take everything with a pinch of salt, and let's keep an eye not just on the crypto market but also the macro environment as well. I think that, you know, you've got several moving parts, and, you know, with that comes a lot of deviations. A lot of people in comments, you know, of videos and tweets and messages and on different social media platforms, for people making bold predictions, you know, a lot of them are rather negative. What I would say is a lot of people are putting their necks on the line with a lot of these indicators, trying to support people, you know, make the right informed decisions, you know, for themselves and so on. What I would encourage people to do is be a little bit more open-minded, a little bit more kind to people that are coming out with, you know, stuff that is based on, you know, real potential movements that could happen. And when people do get it wrong, don't forget this is a moving target. There's always things changing almost, you know, sporadically throughout a day, let alone a week, a month, a year. So, you know, things can move and progress. So make sure that you're engaged and you're watching, because, you know, these moving targets and predictions can change over time depending on what happens. I want to be really clear on this. Sam Bankman-Fried, not freed, back in prison. Disgraced FTX boss donated stolen customer funds to politicians. No wonder why, you know, he he's so well protected and stuff, when the politicians and stuff are the ones that were benefiting from the stolen funds. I imagine that a lot of this will be swept under the carpet. I've even seen seeds being planted that he's going to the infamous prison where certain people lost their lives and so on in I guess in questionable circumstances is probably the words that I'm looking at. So look, Sam, he deserves everything that he gets. But I hope that it isn't just people trying to cover their backs and stuff like that, particularly some of these politicians. We got cryptocurrencies tainted by the SEC lawsuit are seeing an increase in trading. So this is 19 cool coins that were highlighted by the SEC, coins or tokens. These are the SEC lawsuits against Binance and Coinbase have seen an increase. I also want to add that, it's not just an increase in trading volume. We have seen the likes of Cardano also increase their total value locked positions over this period of time as well. It hasn't really held anyone back, which is the point that I'm poorly trying to articulate. We got Michael Burry, $1.5 billion short, premature move, or market insight expert from crypto has decided he's going to have his say. Michael Burry is not wrong. Long term it will pay off. However, he's known for being too early. It's a matter of time for the DXY to drop like a rock. And I agree, maybe he's a little bit early, but he's also got a fantastic track record and has normally been accurate in these predictions. So look, I think that this is an awful lot of the main news that people need to be made aware of. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, mash up that like button, give us a retweet if you're watching on Twitter, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, tap in that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.